The video has been created by an average badminton player. This video would be focused on the serve. It's the most essential move in a game. It's what starts a game. Although it is as simple as tossing the shuttlecock to the other side of the court, the serve can alter the result of the game. There are 4 types of serves, just a matter of controlling where the shuttlecock lands and whether you serve forehand or backhand. The high serve, it is used to push the opponent back to the edge of the court, therefore recommended to be used in a singles play. Why singles, you may ask? It is because you're allowed to serve further compared to doubles. The image shows the service area for singles and doubles. The singles service area is long and slim, and the doubles service area is wide and short. The objective drop point of the shuttle should be near the end of the court, so the singles court is more suitable for a high serve. You should be cautious when serving a high serve in doubles. If the opponent has a strong offensive ability, the player would be able to return your serve with a smash. Unlike the other 3 serves, the high serve can only be served with a forehand, as you won't be able to generate enough power to shoot the shuttlecock far and high in the air with a backhand. To perform a high serve, if you're right-handed, have your left leg in front. If you're left-handed, have your right leg in front. Hold on to the shuttlecock by the feathers and draw back your racket to almost the same height as your shoulders. When ready, release the shuttlecock and swing the racket forward. The shuttlecock should be perpendicular to the face of the racket, and after impact, follow through with the racket. If you're right-handed, the racket should be followed through to your left shoulder. If you're left-handed, the racket should be followed through to your right shoulder. The flick serve, it's all about the surprise. If your opponent expects a flick serve, you'll instantly be put in a disadvantage. The form is important. The preparation for the flick serve should be identical to the low serve. It can be used by forehand and backhand, but usually played with a backhand. For a flick serve to be played perfectly, the opponent must think that you're going to serve low, so the opponent would place themselves in a position where it is easier to receive a low serve, meaning that the player would be positioned slightly forward, and when an unexpected flick serve is shot, the player would have to immediately move backwards, traveling a longer distance than the player would have if the player was expecting a different serve. To make the opponent anticipate a low serve, you must constantly serve low, and in a doubles game, the low serve is frequently used, as the length of the service area is short. To perform a backhand flick serve, for right-handed players, your right foot would be in front, and for left-handed players, your left foot would be in front. The outcome of the service will differ depending on how well you can utilize your thumb and your wrist. The video shows the correct way of holding the racket for a flick serve, having your index finger and thumb support the top portion of the racket grip, and using the rest of the fingers and palm to support the bottom. Don't use your arm for the flick serve, use only the wrist to aim and to hit the shuttle. Be careful with the level of the racket head. The racket head shouldn't be higher than your waist. The racket will be held tilted diagonal to the ground. Release the shuttlecock and move your racket forward as if you're going to do a low serve. The immediate acceleration of your racket would be key to tricking your opponent. After hitting the shuttle, you can either follow through, diagonally swinging upwards, or stop your racket after impact, and don't let it follow through, having a rebounding action. The drive serve. Similar to the flick serve, it is effectively used as a surprise, and it is an attacking serve. The point of the drive serve is to serve fast, giving less time for the opponent to react. It is similar to the flick serve, but the difference is that the drive serve has a flat angle, unlike the upward traveling flick serve. The drive serve should be aimed to hover over the opponent's head. As it has a flat angle, it takes less time for the shuttle to fall to the ground, making it difficult for the opponent to receive. It is extremely effective against opponents that have the overhead area unguarded, such as having a low stance with the racket head kept low. It can be played with both the forehand and the backhand. The drive serve should pass through the net at a flat angle, so you must stay a bit further away from the service line. Have the non-racket leg placed in front and your racket leg behind. The drive serve can easily break the service laws. Some players deliberately raise the racket over the waist to gain a flatter angle, and others unintentionally raise their rackets. The drive serve isn't required to travel a long distance, so instead of focusing on hitting the shuttle hard, you should focus on the control of the shuttle. Try to keep the serve compact and swift. After impact, stop your racket and don't let it follow through, like a rebounding action. Try to keep your form as similar to the other serves as possible. Deceiving the opponent is key to performing an effective serve, so use the drive serve as one of the variations to your serve. Keep in mind that tall players have an advantage with the serve, as the imaginary waistline is higher, meaning your racket head is allowed to be positioned higher. If the racket head is higher, the shuttle can be fired at a flatter angle, giving the server an advantage. The low serve. It is used commonly in doubles as well as singles. It is used with an intention of getting the opponent to lift the shuttle up. There is not much of a tactical use for the low serve, so it is important to play it out well. The low serve is played with both the forehand and backhand. To serve backhand, have your racket leg placed in front followed by your non-racket leg. As always, keep the racket below your waist and tilt the racket head so it's diagonal to the ground. Keep hold of the shuttle by the feathers with your index finger and thumb. Bring the shuttle close to the racket head and hit the shuttle. The aim is to have the shuttle hover over the net and drop near the service line on the opponent's court. To serve forehand, have the non-racket leg in front, followed by the racket leg. Have the racket head below the waist, as always. The racket should be tilted, unlike the backhand serve. Have the racket outwards. Hold the shuttle by the feathers and have it in front of you in a position you're most comfortable with. When prepared, release the shuttle and hit the shuttle, with the same objective to drop the shuttle near the opponent's service line.